Yeah, we live tonight, you know what I'm saying? We just coming in and we just talking about, you know what I'm saying, the orders of the chief. What are the orders of the chief, you know? Everybody like to watch football. Everybody like to tune into football and see how things be going with the coaches. You got the coaches that get an order down to teams, the team members. They get an order down to the quarterback. The quarterback get an order down to the lineman and the wide receiver, tight end, running back. You got the defense. The coach get a order down to the linebacker, whoever calling the play. Break that down to all the team, the defensive line, the safeties, corners. You know what I'm saying? And everybody got an order. So today we're gonna be talking about, saying, the Chiefs on the land, Chiefs on the and the order from the Chiefs. You see, when the Chiefs are giving the order, you got to understand that it's time to fall in line. It's time to fall in line with the order, with the instructions. This is what you call the prophecy. The prophecy, what's right here and then what's to come. In order to be able to make what's to come happen, you got to start right now on doing something. So the order starts right now, the prophecy starts right now to be able to manifest what's to come. So the Chiefs on the land, here to bring the order, here to bring the structure. And it's that time for individuals to, you know what I'm saying, to be able to see that and know it and to get in line with the order of the day. Everybody wants to go on their own accord. Everybody wants to do their own thing. But what is it really getting people? We still trying to decipher what is and what's not, what belong and what don't belong. Man, I'm telling you, man, it's that Mac and Stack and Fruit snack, and ain't no lacking in my game. You better come in here, you about to really get, you know what I'm saying, a good earful, a good mouthpiece, a good cup full of, you know what I'm saying, gems, real gems coming from experience and wisdom. You know, so let's go ahead and take the time out, you know what I'm saying, to give all honors due to all previous prophets, chiefs, you know what I'm saying, ones to come, you know, and real ones that came then, that same, you know what I'm saying, bold and powerful presence and essence of a spirit is here now in this today time, and it moves. Energy is omnipresent and it moves and it's here. Feel and be able to receive it and let it, you know what I'm saying, come in and embody you, or you can be able to, you know what I'm saying, turn from it and ignore it like it don't exist. But it is here, whether you want to accept it or not. You know, coming with your king talking soldier walking. The chiefs on the land, you know, the chief, you know, as a chief, you gotta understand. You see, to know how to you be able to talk it and walk it, that's what makes you a chief. That's what puts you in that realm of being able to go by your deeds, your performance. This is how the Chiefs was chosen on the land. The Chiefs was always land by their performance, not just from the past couple of years, but by their performance from a child on up. You got a lot of people that's posing as Chiefs, but they haven't been ordained and called upon to step up as the chief, not based by their deeds, maybe by their popularity, but popularity. See, we live in a time and age. I got time today. We live in a time and age that you see that popularity. It's a something called civil disobedience. You know what I'm saying? Broken down by Henry David Thoreau back in the 1800s, and he talked about how you see just because the popular demand, the popular vote, You know what I'm saying? It's more people that voted for that. It doesn't mean that because more people voted for it, that was the best decision. You know what I'm saying? So we in this day and age, because because something is popular and because someone is popular, it make right. It make them the one that everybody supposed to look to because they're popular. But that's what defines the chief. The chief is not defined by his popularity. He can be popular and well known, but popular and well known because of his charity, because of his deeds, because of his example giving, because of others being able to bear witness to his deeds. You know what I'm saying? But we in that time and age now that you see you got a whole lot of you got a lot of individuals who, you know, they can't go 10, 15 back by their deeds on up to this present day and be able to say that they've done the things that they needed to do in their lifetime to be a chief now. It may be coming on in later on in their lifetime, but to say that they are now, they haven't showed these merits. However, finesse and coerce, you know what I'm saying? Coerce, you know what I'm saying? The same way people are getting tricked out by the government and by the system and these false propagandas. They're getting tricked out by these false chiefs and these prophets on the land. They getting hoodwinked and bamboozled by fake ones, these ones that come out there talking, looking, acting, but not it. Do everything to seem like it actually be it. So yeah, on the land. The chiefs are on the land, but it's for the people to find discernment and wisdom to be able to decipher from what is and what not. Every every man must study and do diligence. Study, show thyself approved. How you gonna be able to give your approval and done the proper study and research on something? How you gonna give yourself the approval and you haven't, put yourself in that position to where, you are you're able to, see what's right and what's wrong. See what makes sense and don't make sense. Because a lot of this stuff really don't make sense. But because, it's popular and, it's getting of attention and it's getting a lot of, praise and glorification, guess what? Yeah. Guess what? People decide to go in and join the bandwagon. That's what they do. They join the bandwagon. Why do they join the bandwagon? Why do they not do their due diligence to do the research and put in the work for themselves? Why do they find it easier to just join the bandwagon? Because they don't have the belief in themselves. They don't believe in themselves to the point to where they don't have to just be so gullible to just fall on to anything, the first thing that sound good to them or they think makes sense. Yeah, let me come on up in here and get some heat, you know what I'm saying? Get some of this heat. Yeah, we going live and we talking about a lot of things tonight, you know what I'm saying? This is yours truly, the Pasha, and it's best that I address these things. And the reason it's best that I address these things is because if I don't address these things, you it was a story in the good book about the story of Job and how Job was called to go to, the people in Nineveh, you know what I'm saying, was backsliding, going against, not doing uh, not doing right in the sight of God, and Jonah was supposed to go down to Nineveh and preach the word down there, and he didn't. And because he didn't, he had to go through certain things, certain sacrifices that he didn't necessarily have to go through, but because he went against, it say for it's better to for obedience is better than sacrifice. I'm a Bey, Darius Salam Pasha Bey. I come to obey. I come to be able to, be obedient to truth. So in my obedience to truth, it's going to require me to have to speak up and say things and address things. And when I do these things, I'd rather be obedient to the truth than to be trying to be popular amongst those who don't even have the truth to begin with. See, I want to be popular and well respected amongst the ones that stand for the truth. Them like-minded ones. Why you want to be popular with people who not even eating right, thinking right, not even taking care of themselves properly and loving themselves right? Why you want to be popular amongst them? Because you want to be like them. You don't want to be set apart to be able to, be in a category of believers versus the category of non-believers. You like to intermingle in and stuff, you intermingle in, you're gonna be receiving the backlash from that. You gotta be able to stay true within yourself. And that's a big thing when it comes with standing as the chief. Is because you're going to have to make hard decisions. You're going to have to be able to stay poised, stay focused, you know. When the quarterback is on the field, and he doing whatever he got to do, calling audibles, breaking down the defense, whatever he got to do, he doing it. And he cannot do this if he's not remaining poised, if he's not remaining focused. How I didn't even watch the game. I didn't even watch the Kansas City Chiefs beat the San Francisco 49ers. I didn't see it. But what I do know that it took that quarterback having to step up as the leader and direct things and to stay calm and focused and to understand what's at stake and to stay focused on that. And all the other things that's off the field and over here and over there, that don't really matter right now. And that's where a lot of people get trapped up in. When they on the field, when they handling business, when they standing on law, when they going to court, when they, sending their rebuttal for the uh, credit card or loan or whatever the case may be, when they handling whatever they need to handle in their personal life, when they doing whatever they need to do, when it's time to do it, the word about everything else. They're allowing everything else to get mixed into what they got going on right now. What really matters and what's really at stake right now. See, that's how I be able to, really get to the next level is being able to just stay the course and stay focused. It's a lot that I can really break down from moving on the land. Really being on the land, operating and moving on the land can really break a lot of things down. You see, when you are on the land and you really amongst the people and you really, interacting and got something going on, something positive going on, you're going to encounter a lot of different souls, a lot of different spirits and people. You got to know how to be able to interact. You got to know how to be able to fellowship. You got to know how to be able to, be amongst the people and, you're not coming to, come as an adversary. You're not coming to, come to diminish or break down or shun down. You coming to build up and teach. A true chief builds up and teaches, because when you're amongst the people on the land, there's an emotional frequency of understanding that you have to be able to know, be able to pick up on, be able to have the understanding of. It starts within yourself, something that you had to build up within yourself first as an individual. And when you haven't truly done these certain things for yourself as an individual, when you get amongst other people and you fellowship with other people, it's a disconnection there, because they they might not be as strong as you are. They might not be as smart and as wise and as aware and on your level, but it's something in their heart that they're trying to get to that. But they might not be there right then. But you have to know this. You have to be able to read them and pick up on where they're at in that time. But they might not always tell you, because a lot of people, because they're not there yet, they may be dealing with certain issues of pride or ego, or certain, insecurities and things that they dealing with and working on. And you have to be aware of this, because your awareness of this is going to be able to help raise them from that. What's the point of coming around and you don't know how to be able to help somebody? You want to just help people how you know how to help people, and not with what the people need help truly with. That's the difference between really being a chief on the land and, just being like an advisor or something like that. Someone that can give advice on certain topics. You understand? It's good to be able to give advice on certain topics, but we talking about, being able to give advice on whatever is needed to give advice on, give instruction on whatever is needed to give instruction on. We talking about things like that, because it's that right there that's going to be able to be more beneficial to what the people truly need. Instead of just giving the people what you want, that's not having a prophecy. When you just giving the people what you want, you under the vanity, You gotta let the vanity go. When it comes to being a true leader, there is no room for vanity, because now you'll be under the influence of self-righteousness, or where it's really just about what you want. It ain't about what's really needed. It's about what you want. And that's not being a chief. That's not being honorable. That's not being a chief of merit. So being able to show your value, able to, display where you truly at, by how you interact with other people, speaks volumes. If you don't know how to really interact with other people, and other people can't say that you being around help get them better out their situation, out of their mental state, did something positive for them, what's going on? Let your light shine so others may see your great works. The great works have to be shown for others to see. So as a chief, what are you doing for others to be able to see your great works? You got to really be out here putting in work. We're not talking about making a post on social media. We're not talking about getting a paid ad on Instagram platform. We're not talking about those things. We're talking about really letting your works and deeds show for themselves for what you're truly doing and standing for. You got to go outside. You got to be amongst the people. You got to really put in, real work. Moors was navigators, navigating these celestial waters, navigating this currency. You got to be able to be builders on economics, on infrastructure. You know why? Because that's how you navigate what's currently going on. If you're in tune with what's currently going on and what's to come, you would know what to be doing on the land, what businesses, what crops, what foundations to be able to establish and build up and grow to things to be able to start planting the seed in. So that's how you make what's to come happen. So you got to be current, up to date, and being able to implement certain things to be able to get to that point. Phone going dead. 20 good minutes though. A good, what I'm saying, conversation that, many need to take after, because I'm saying the Chiefs is on the land. The Chiefs are here. The Chiefs been here. But it's been a lot of false, fake ones coming in and being more of a distraction than a help. And the people suffer from that. So now it's about cleaning up and becoming renewed again. And if you believe this is your time to clean yourself up and become renewed, a lot of the stuff that you thought was right, let go, lose all that, and start fresh in your mind to gain the truth that you need to get to where you need to be. Take advantage of that time right now. Don't let good opportunities, don't let your moment just pass you by. Your best self is waiting for this. Your best self, your best version of yourself deserves this. With that being said, it's that Mac and Stacking Fruit Snacking. Ain't no lacking in my game. I just want you guys to be able to, really, digest this information, this experience and wisdom, that it can, better further and help you on your path and journey and this thing that we call life. Peace and power.